Hey, everybody, you're doing the work. You're creating content. You show up every day. You try all the hacks. Your social media is still not working. It's not growing. Been there. All right. In today's episode, I'm going to break down the top reasons even smart entrepreneurs fail online. Every day I see it all the time. And what the top pros do differently than you do. My name is Wayne Altman. This is Straight Talk Commerce Podcast, and we will begin in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
No hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I'll break it down with the sharpest minds. Money moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in live. Big names, big games, all the lessons they bring. From Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros. We crack the code, now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know the Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.
All right, welcome back, everybody. Your social media strategy could very well be killing your growth, and you may not even know it. In this episode, I'm going to break down 5 of the major reasons your strategy could be failing. And I'm going to give you some real world case studies. I'm going to give you some actionable fixes and really pour out the truth that no one else is telling you. Whether you're an entrepreneur, a creator, a brand, this episode is your wake-up call and, if you're ready, your turning point into having a tremendous amount of success. So let's get started. The mistake number 1 is chasing trends without having a core message. A fitness influencer with 500,000 followers saw a massive drop in engagement after they pivoted weekly to mimic trending audio and memes. No brand identity stuck, and followers became very discombobulated, very confused. And the fix to that is for you to define a core content pillar, a tent pole of core content. Give you an example: fitness for busy moms, or workouts for busy executives, and let trends support that, not replace it. Use trends very sparingly. Align with your core message. Make sure the trends that you do seek out align with that core message. It's core message first. Trends, you can find trends to support that core message. That's the way to do this. Mistake number 2, inconsistent content delivery. Now, there's been a startup skincare brand. They posted 3 reels in one day, disappeared for 2 weeks, engagement tanked, algorithm favorability plummeted. Why? Because they're not engaging consistently. And they have no consistency with their core audience. Build a content calendar that you can sustain. If you would like to post once a month, do that. Just know it's going to take you longer to build an audience in most cases, longer to build an audience. This is the rule of thumb. You post 3 to 5 times per week, shorts and longer form videos. You do it on the same day where people know where to find you and it just doesn't show up randomly, and you are top of mind for Tuesday, or on Thursday you have stuff coming out. And then after a period of time, after you have a library of content built up that people can go back to, then you can start making adjustments to when you post. But doing that before, posting willy-nilly, posting when no one knows that that's a very big recipe for disaster. Use batch production and scheduling tools like Buffer or Later. Use Opus Clip to schedule your short form videos, to make them and to post them. But use some type of software where you can sit down, you can create a bunch of content, schedule that content, and it become regular that people know you're at Wednesday at 8 p.m. Sound familiar? Wednesday at 8 p.m., that's when you're going to present your next bit of content, your knowledge to the world. And the recommended cadence here is 3 to 5 posts a week minimum across your primary platform. Meaning, if you are primarily on Facebook, that's where you post 3 to 5 times a week. Every place else you can post at a different time or at the same time. These software make it very, very easy to do it at the same time. But some have requirements that others don't have. I know that my Twitter will not allow me to post more than 3 times or to schedule. Okay, so if I want to schedule my put my shorts out on YouTube, I can do that at a different rate that I can on X, and that's could be an issue. So use scheduling to fix that. Mistake number 3. Talk to everyone, you will reach no one. It's no secret that with Straight Talk Commerce, we are talking to e-commerce entrepreneurs and those who would like to be as such. I'm not here singing songs. I'm not here reacting to music. I am telling you the latest news in e-commerce. I am giving you the latest and my best tips on e-commerce. And if you are not interested in e-commerce, you are probably not subscribed to this channel. You're welcome to, but you are probably not waiting on the edge of your seat every single week for the next thing that comes out of my mouth. Give you a case study about this. A business coach kept content too general. Build your dream life, leading to 0 traction. No specifics. Here we try to give very specific information each week. Now, when this particular business coach niched down to helping divorced women rebuild their financial independence, guess what happened? Her engagement doubled very quickly, then quadrupled, and now she is a household name. Get clear on your audience avatar. Not just your avatar, but on the audience avatar of who you're speaking to. Who are you talking to? Their age, their problem, their desires, their fears. Be very specific on who it is you are speaking to. And those people will feel connection to you because you're talking to them. Write content like you're speaking to one specific person. That is how you go about this. I couldn't put it any more simply than that. Mistake number 4, ignoring an engagement strategy. A software as a service company posted solid content. And look, when I give these case studies, I try to be, sometimes I can be very specific on who this is. Sometimes I cannot be as specific on who it is. I have to be more general. And I'll leave you to wonder why that is. But I'm just letting you know that. So if you wanted to do some research about what I'm saying, you can find your own example of who this is I'm talking about. But a software as a service company posted solid content, but they never replied to any DMs, any comments, or any tag posts. Their community learned very quickly that there was nothing behind the puffery. There was nothing. They just spilled out their guts, and that's it. That never happens at Straight Talk Commerce. Some of you wish that I did not respond to your comments. But always know that if I see that comment, and I will eventually see that comment, when I see that comment, I am going to give it a thumbs up, a thumbs down. I'm going to pin it. You're going to receive some type of acknowledgement from me. Try me. Hit down in the, like this, video, subscribe for more content, and make a comment and see if I don't respond to that. Test me. Spend 15 to 30 minutes every single day engaged in your niche, your comments, your shares, your responses, and any place that you place your content. Make sure that you buzz by there at least 2-3 times a day, and at the very least every couple days, to make sure that you are answering your customers, your followers, your subscribers, answering those questions in a personalized, and be personal in your response. It makes it very easy when I can at, Shelly 777, hey, this is what I meant, and this is why you're wrong, or this is why you're right, or good comment. That's how they make it very, very easy for you to respond to people. Use the 10-10-10 rule. Comment on 10 accounts, respond to 10 comments, and direct message 10 new followers. You can easily see in YouTube, you can easily see who those people are. I actively have an outreach to people that have just subscribed to this channel. I like to engage them in a certain way and ask them what they like about the content. I ask them what would they like to see from me. I'm actively out there trying to engage with people. And sometimes I even go and cull the herd of followers because there doesn't seem to be anything on the backside of that. Why someone would have a bot subscribe to a channel, I don't know. But that it is what it is. And finally, look, mistake number 5 is treating your social media like a billboard, not a dinner party. I've often described social media as a dinner party that you've been invited to. And it is a conversation. Social media, it done correctly, is a conversation. No matter how big you get, from the Tom Seguras or the Jordan Petersons or the Joe Rogans, someone needs to be down in those comments and talking to people and answering people's questions or showing their appreciation, or very quickly you're going to learn very quickly that your comment section will get out of hand for you. I'll give you a very good case study about this. Tom Segura had his followers, many. He's got millions of people that follow him. And for some reason, I won't divulge, go take a look at it. Your Mom's House podcast started picking on Garth Brooks. And they thought it was funny, and they trolled, and their followers started doing it. So millions of comments in Garth Brooks' social media is asking where the bodies are buried, and my mama this, and your mama that comments, and tearing apart his social media platform. And look, how do you get away from that? What is Garth Brooks supposed to do to combat that? Well, I'll tell you, Garth, if you had somebody in your comment section that was answering people, and that were actually engaging, it's supposed to be social media, buddy. So if you had someone in your social media that was engaging with people, preferably you, but I realize you can't answer millions of people, these type of things would happen less frequently. Won't say that it will never happen, but it'll actually look like you're not clueless. Turn your content into two-way dialogue. Use questions in your captions. Run polls, your Q&As. Audience-generated content challenges are a good idea here. Highlight your followers in stories or their lives. Something that we're toying with very shortly is someone subscribes to me. I'm trying to learn about them. I'm actively doing this right now. I learn about them, and I find out I want to bring to you some really cool stories of people that have just followed me. And we're going to be doing that very shortly, because it's a great idea. It will introduce you to them. It'll introduce them to my audience, because they're not taking anything away. That's a big mistake people think about. I want you to think about this for a second. Mr. Beast is the most subscribed to channel on YouTube. One platform, okay? Mr. Beast also does more content with other creators than anybody else does.
The biggest YouTubers on the planet.
And whichever one lasts the longest in this cube wins that $1 million for their subscribers.
Never before seen in YouTube history. 1 billion subscribers worth of YouTubers
Are competing for
$1 million. And the rules are simple. All right, point the camera down.
And that should tell you something. And for some reason, it doesn't tell other creators anything. It is not something they've ever picked up on and ever learned to any great degree. Sure, you will have people every once in a while that will collaborate. Every once in a while, you'll see a great collaboration, but nothing on the level of Mr. Beast, having 500, 1,000, 100 other collaborators on every video the man practically does. And it's genius, and I'll explain to you why. Let's say that you have 100 million followers. You're at the top. You're the top of the food chain. The only thing you can do to increase your audience is to now look down and find people below you in subscriber count that you can lift up and introduce to your audience. But the funny thing about that is you also get introduced to their audience as well, because what do you think they're going to do? They're going to feature you on their content, introducing you to their audience. And if they don't do that, then you don't feature them, and they're idiots. They're fools. So if you are doing social media and you are not collaborating with others, both above you, it's a lot easier to do it with people above you. I understand that. Everybody wants to talk to somebody that has 100,000 more subscribers than them. That's an easy yes. But you are foolish if you are not looking below you and you are not accepting opportunities to collaborate with people with thousands less than you. You understand that. Reaching down and giving a hand up is going to be profitable to you. To you. So let's start seeing more of that. One of the most common reasons people feel like their social media strategy is failing is because they misunderstand the timeline. I write about this in my book. Most audience growth does not happen in 30 days. It happens in 12 to 24 months of consistent strategic output, because that's where you learn how this is done. You learn thumbnails, you learn content creation, you learn what people are looking for from you. That's where this comes from, where the growth, the explosive growth comes from. Let me give you a case study about this. Mel Robbins didn't blow up overnight. She posted every single day for over a year. Every single day for over a year before her Instagram and TikTok gained any exponential traction. Today, she has over 4 million followers on Instagram, nearly 3 million on TikTok, and she earned that through content reps and evolving her message with audience feedback. Let me put it to you this way. You don't go into the gym for 30 days and become Mr. Olympia. Mr. Olympia is grown, goes into the gym every single day, rain, sleet, or snow, pumps iron every single day, constant rep, for years. And at the end of those years, that's when they look like they have the perfect body. So think of it like that. You are going to gain strength through those reps. If you're paying attention to your own content, if you're improving your own content, you're buying better equipment, you're buying better lighting, you're using a better editor, your content, it gets better and better and better, and you learn what people like, you get comfortable in front of the camera. Guess what? Your followers start to explode. And by the way, do not turn your nose up at pushing yourself a little bit out there. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, they all have methods for you to advertise your own channel to people. Because if you are at the bottom of the Grand Canyon and you're trying to get to the top, the best way of doing that is letting someone know that you're down there. So keep that in mind. Here's what to expect from the time frame. First 3 months, you're testing, you're adjusting, you're learning your audience preferences. It's low growth, but it's valuable feedback. So you get a video that's out there and you get 300, 400, 500 views on that. Guess what? That's very valuable insight. You find out exactly what, and by the way, on YouTube in particular, the platform, the analytics don't even show up for about the first 90 days, if you're lucky. 3 to 6 months, you'll get noticeable improvement in your engagement and a few breakout posts if you remain consistent and if you're smart about what you're posting. And that comes from learning. That comes from knowing what it is to post, when to post, and how to post things. In 6 to 12 months, you've got a very clear brand identity, you've got a growing community, and you have a steady follower growth month after month after month. That's at 6 to 12 months. 12 months and more, you have a strong community. You have shareable content. You have increasing brand authority, and you have monetization potential. And I can't think of another business that you can create and be growing like that in lower than a year. Usually it's 1 year to 18 months before your company, your business is in any shape to be growing like that. So, and with the fact that in 2024, YouTube is expected to grow between 2024 and 2027 by 300%. The vast majority of YouTube, the others are different, and we can go over those at another time, but let's talk about YouTube specifically. YouTube is not 13 to 16-year-olds looking for gaming videos anymore. It's multi-age group. If people saw the age group of people that were subscribed to this channel, it would really open your eyes. So don't just count followers. Track the metrics that actually matter. Your engagement rate, track that. Track your shares and your saves. Track your comments and your direct messages that people are sending you. Click-throughs to your site or to products that you have on your channel. Those are the metrics that actually matter. Instead of asking, why haven't I gone viral yet? Ask yourself, what did I learn? What am I testing? And how am I improving this month? What are the improvements that I've made? What have I learned about this over the past 30 days? Social media growth is a delayed return investment, but really not that delayed. I hesitated to put that in here. It is a slightly delayed return on investment. But if you have a clear message, a strategic execution, and you put in the time, the results compound over the next same period of time. In other words, you can watch your watch hours jumping up by multiples. And that doesn't happen with other businesses. It's really incredible to watch. And let me give you a little bit of an action plan. Audit your last 30 days of content. Which of your posts align with your core message? Which do not? Define your niche audience. Can you tell somebody in 10 seconds or less who it is you're trying to reach? Write yourself a paragraph, 1 paragraph, 4 sentences. Describe your niche audience. Who are you talking to? Build yourself a 7-day content calendar and do that with consistency in message and format. In other words, don't just create the consistency in message, create a consistency in format. If you are doing different types of videos every time someone clicks on your channel, they will quickly run like scalded dogs. It does not work. Same every time. You should see a theme. Go check Mr. Beast content. Same formula over and over and over again. That's what wins the day. Turn at least 1 post per week into a conversation starter. Should be every one of your posts, actually, should be a conversation starter. You should end on a note of contact me with questions or what do you think about what I just said. We'll be right back. If your strategy has been falling flat, today is the day that you're going to take it back. Audit your feed, adjust your message, and re-engage with your audience. I want you to subscribe. I want you to share this with other people that you know will find benefit. I want you to let me know what you think of this in the comments. Bring it on. Okay, you weak sauce, bring it on. I want to know if you agree with me or you don't agree with me. What strategy, and I also want to know, put it in the comments, what strategy are you going to take charge of first? Which one are you going to change the first thing out of the gate? Listen, everybody, I'm Wayne Altman. This is Straight Talk Commerce Podcast. It has been an absolute pleasure. This year marks 1 year for our channel, and the growth that we have had in that year has been far more than I ever expected. I got so excited after about 6 months when I saw what this was capable of doing. I am living proof. I'm a living example to you of what can be done. Next week, we're going to talk about something even more important, so do not forget, Wednesday nights, 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Be here, be square, and I'll see you then.
No hype, just the real deal. Wayne Altman's here, yeah, you know the drill. Talking business, talking shop, making moves non-stop. From e-com to hustle, straight talk, no props. Straight talk, no gimmicks, no lies. Hey, I break it down with the sharpest minds. Money, moves, mindset, grind. If you're ready to win, then tune in live. Big names, big games, all the lessons they bring. From Jelly Belly to AA Kings. From the startup grind to the top tier pros. We crack the code, now here we go. Straight talk, commerce, getting to know with Wayne Altman. Let's start the show.